You had a Commission of Enquiry. Now you don't want Commission of Enquiry. You don't want the expense of the Commission of Enquiry. And you're coming to Parliament to ask me about the Commission of Enquiry that you asked.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, as he responded to questions from the opposition, including Chief Whip David Lee and MP Dr. Rudal Munilal, about the Commission of Enquiry that examined the incident at one of the facilities of the state-owned Paria Fuel Trading Company Limited that led to the death of 4 LMCS divers in February of 2022.
Not advised. Will the Prime Minister state the amount spent in legal fees by state-owned Paria for the just concluded Commission of Enquiry, with specific amounts paid to Gilbert Peterson and Jason Mutu?
Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, the figures available at this time is that Paria has spent to date $8,548.18, with a further $899,513.17 being processed for payment. The breakdown is not available to me at this time, and the member may file a question on notice when that could be made available at the first opportunity.
The Oropouche East MP expressed the opposition's dissatisfaction with the Prime Minister's response.
The Prime Minister satisfied that $22 million have been spent on a Commission of Enquiry, including the fees at Paria, and to this day, family members have not received 1 cent in compensation or 1 cent in any support from the various ministries of government.
Honourable Prime Minister.
Well, Mr. Deputy Speaker, there are processes and there are processes. If the member was so concerned about that quantum of legal fees and other costs and time delays, then he might have supported the government when we took a different approach.
The Prime Minister said the government's initial approach was to appoint a team of technical experts. As he recalled, the opposition objected to that and had called for the Commission of Enquiry.
Mr. Speaker, in the context of being told that people could die and starve to death, I simply said that that is not the situation that exists, because the people involved, whether it is Paria or LMCS, have earned $50-odd million from Paria, and therefore I don't expect anybody to starve to death when the two companies are involved. And the matter is being reviewed by Paria.
As MP Munilal again asked about compensation for the families of the deceased divers, the Prime Minister said the matter involves a contract that was being executed by a private company at a state company.
So the government cannot just jump in and decide to pay compensation willy-nilly all over the place. We have to follow processes, and right now, if government means Paria, then understand that to be. But if you're talking to the central government and to the Prime Minister's office, the office of the Prime Minister is not at this time involved in this matter.
The Prime Minister said he does not know who else is reviewing the issue of compensation.
And I have not said what the outcome of the review will be, and I will not be drawn into this situation as my colleagues are inviting me to be. Something is underway. Let it take its course, Mr. Deputy Speaker, because the government cannot act capriciously to please anybody, including ambulance chasers.
The Commission of Enquiry recommended in its report that the Director of Public Prosecutions consider charging Paria with corporate manslaughter. The Cabinet has referred the Commission's report to the DPP. Jules Brown, TV6 News.